All right, welcome back to the KnivesFAST channel. It is time for another video, so say hello to Ren and Stimpy and Powdered Toast Man, Log TV, and Choo Choo, and let's get started on the KnivesFAST channel. All right, guys, this is pretty cool. We've got another look at some items from the Urban EDC gear drop. You're seeing this the morning of the 25th of October 2023, and at 3 p.m. Eastern, 12 p.m. Pacific today, these items and more will drop at Urban EDC. This is the KnivesFAST channel. I am an affiliate with Urban EDC. By the way, please subscribe, hit that notification bell, check me out over on Instagram as well. Now, what does that mean? I have a link down below to Urban EDC. Now, I don't have a code. Sorry about that. Don't have a way to give you a percentage off or anything like that. But if you're going to buy these items, please consider using my link, as it helps the channel long term. And I keep thinking there's, yep, okay, my light was turned down. I'm like, why does it look so dark? There we go. Sometimes when we have a power hit, it resets the light to, anyway, you don't need, it resets it all the way to low. So these are three items, and I'm going to do my best to go through and call these the right names. We're going to save the knife for last, and we're going to go through these items. Now, the first item is a bead, the Frankenworx Seigaiha, however you pronounce it, bead, nickel silver. Now, let's see. There's actually a card in here, October 6, 2023, which is not the date that these are dropping. But basically, this is they're calling this the Frankenworx bead, and it's a stainless steel bead with the Seigaiha around the bead, and it also has the Urban EDC Seigaiha logo on the bottom. Now, what is so cool here, if you love lanyard beads but you hate tying knots, look no further than this Frankenworx Seigaiha lanyard bead, and basically no knots needed. The magic is in the two-part construction that clinches the bead onto the paracord. Simply unscrew the end of the bead, pass the cord through the ends of it, cap it back off, then place the post of the threaded end in between the two strands and screw it back together. So guys, this is a nickel silver version, and it has Seigaiha engraving, designed to be attached without knots. Will develop a patina after use. Let's see, weight is 0.6 ounces, and it is 0.7 inches by 0.6 inches. So very small, not too heavy. Now what they're saying is both ends of this unscrew, and basically you take the end off. Hold on, if I can get it. And you have this pin. You put your two ends of your paracord, which you've burnt off, through, and I believe what happens is you put this pin. Can you guys see this? I'm holding it in the wrong place. You put the pin between the two pieces, and then you screw this down. Now, I haven't got it perfected yet because I've only tried it a couple times, so you might have to kind of play with it a little bit. But you screw this down, and it screws on pretty easy. For some reason, it's fighting me right now, but earlier it screwed right on, no problem. All right, there we go. See, I just didn't get it started. So, and then these stay. Now that is pretty cool because you can take that, thread it through one end of your knife, thread it through here, tighten it down, and no tying of a goofy knot, and now you've got a lanyard. So that is cool. Now, guys, the only issue with doing these, I'm doing this a day before the drop, and I have a beautiful listing from Matt over at Urban EDC, but I don't have the pricing on these items. And so I see a brass one on Urban EDC for $59. So I'm assuming this might be a little bit less, but I'm not exactly sure. So look for that tomorrow and get an idea of what that price is. But I mean, again, that seems very reasonable for a steel, but milled. I mean, look at the milling on there. That is so cool how they engrave that with the Seigaiha pattern. however you say Seigaiha, I don't know. I've always said it wrong, and everybody tells me I'm wrong, so there we go. Now, we have a pin. The funny thing is, guys, you guys know, if you've been watching the channel, Casey's a goofball. He had a really nice Tactile standard milled titanium pin that he bought at Blade Show. Not he, but anyway, and I lost it. So it's kind of cool that this comes in, because I'm considering some different pins, or maybe whether I'm going to get another one. This is the Dapper Designs Ion pin in stainless and PVD coated, and I am pretty sure that this is going to be $50, $49.99. I'm not positive, but from looking at the site, that's what I believe, and some other evidence I saw. I think this is going to be $50. So that to me is pretty fantastic. Comes in this hard case, has some extra, has an extra end cap in case it comes unscrewed and come off, and it has some extra O-rings in there. And I believe, let's see, I'm going to read this. It says, meticulously machined from solid stainless steel. Let's see, and bolt action pin. And guys, this might have some of the best bolt action of any pin I've seen. This is so effortless. I mean, it is, and it's locking in no problem, but it is, I mean, it is super fidgety and fun. Look at that. Looks like maybe a brass collar underneath there. Not sure about that, but it's very light. Very intuitive, as they say, and the milling on this is cool. So you've got some rings here. You've got some really cool kind of crosshatch going on in the middle there. You've got some milling up top here at the cap, and it is cool. Now, I believe sleek and streamlined, machined from solid stainless steel, simple and sturdy bolt mechanism, built for heavy-duty performance, removable pocket clip, which is cool. You can unscrew this, take the clip off if you don't want it. Tritium ready for added customization. Now, let's see, that's up here, I believe. You see these slots? I think you can add a tritium vial in there and have light coming out of that at dark. So that's pretty stinking cool. Comes with the Schmidt Easy Flow 9000, but also takes most Parker style refills and Fisher Space Pen refills. 1.33 ounces. It is 4.8 inches long, so a pretty small pen. About the same size as the Refine EP1 that I have. The diameter is 9.8 millimeters, or 0.368 inches. Now, I am, like I said, pretty sure this guy, let me see if I can find it. Oh, I got a piece of paper right here. I'm pretty sure, and this writes really well. KC, okay? Hi there. I don't know. Why am I being weird? But anyway, I'm pretty sure this guy's going to be $50, which for what you're getting for this great action and the milling on it and the feel of it, that PVD coating has a really good grip. And then you've got these flutes down here, 4 flutes, really good machining, feels nice when you're unscrewing it, and very nice. I like the pocket clip. It's got Dapper Designs logo there. Nice in and out of the pocket. I used it. Carried it a little bit. Definitely nice. I like the PVD on it. Good action. So for $50, yeah. All right. So now our knife. Now this knife, at the time of the recording, there are only like 3 of these left at Urban EDC. So I hope by the time this posts day of the gear drop, there are still some left. So this is the Butterscotch Micarta. And this is the Tactile Maverick, and the hardness is 63 in MagnaCut. This is my first time seeing a Maverick, and this is not going to be a full review, guys. I don't really have the items long enough to do a full review, and I don't, you know, they're higher end items, and I like to return them pristine, so I don't do a lot. I will cut here in just a minute, but I don't do a lot of carrying of these knives. But man, this micarta is some of the grippiest micarta I've seen. It still has kind of a soft tactile feel to it. It's very grippy though. I mean, look at that. We are very contoured. We have this blue titanium pivot with the crosshatch milling. You have a Axis style lock. You have really cool looking rounded thumb studs. And you can see it pops out pretty dang well. There's not a lot of noise to this one, and the action is, you know, it's not the most fidgety action. You can see the spring. I mean, I feel like the spring could be a little bit tighter on it. Not bad though. I mean, you can see there, I can fail it because of that. I just wish it was a little stronger on the spring. And then I think it would fire down a little bit better too. I have to give it wrist. If I just drop it, you can see, I mean, it does drop. It's just not super, you know, droppy. It is smooth though, I'll tell you that. Man, but in hand, guys, this thing is super thin. Very, very thin. By the way, I'm sorry this video is longer, but we're doing 3 items. So, silver hardware. It's kind of satin looking hardware. You do have the blue collar over here, but you have the satin pivot. You have a satin blade, which I need to wipe. Hold on just a half a second. And then we're gonna cut a little bit with it here in just a minute. But you have a satin finish on the blade. You got Tactile here, and you got MagnaCut, and I'm not sure what that logo is. Do they have an outside designer for this one? If they do, I am not aware. Let's see if it tells me on my paperwork here. You would think Casey would actually read this instead of, yeah, so lightweight EDC, MagnaCut steel. That's the Tactile's first crossbar lock. Design in collaboration with Richard Rogers. Okay, see, this is why you read things, Casey. That is Richard Rogers' logo, and that makes sense now since it's an R. Very cool. But guys, the stock is very thin. Does thin down toward the blade, so it has a very thin blade. I'm sure this one's going to pierce really well. This is made in the USA. 2.61 ounces. 3.5 inch blade, 3.45 inch cutting edge. Close length is 4.7, and like I said, full 4-finger knife. Now I do feel this clip. The clip is up on standoffs, and it has screws. So I mean, it's at the end of my grip, so it's not bad, but you definitely feel it. It's not a hot spot. It's an interesting design for the clip. The clip is good in and out of the pocket. Does have good retention and a good ramp there. It didn't have, let me just do it one more time here, but I don't remember having any issues. And no, it goes right in and out of the pocket. The micarta is a little grippy, so I wonder if that would rub your pants, you know, kind of over time if you carried it a lot. But I doubt it. It's not that grippy or that, I don't know what the word is, but it's milled. I mean, I don't even know how to show it to you guys right, but it is definitely milled on that micarta. It is so cool. I like the color of it too, but really, really cool. Now, again, that's my only real thought is I just wish that spring was a little stronger to give it more of that detent feel. That's the only thing I would add. Now, as far as price, this is already up, so I can tell you it's $2.99. It doesn't tell me how many are left, but I don't think there are many at the time of the recording. So again, please consider using my code if you're interested in the knife and check it out. But again, I mean, you can see, you can get a little bit of a fidget roll going. Well, I had it going and then I had to talk about it. There you go. But it just takes a little bit of wrist. You can see it likes to stop right there. And again, maybe that's why they made the spring the way they did, so that it was easier to overcome on the close. And again, it's not like it's not shaken out or anything like that. It just doesn't have that same feel of a detent, I guess I would say. But it's an Axis style knife, KC. So it is, by the way, as far as craftsmanship, I mean, it's centered, it's locked up fantastically. It's not gonna close on you while it's locked. It's definitely not. Very, very cool knife, like this one. That's it. There's no jimping up here. For those who were about to ask me, what about jimping? And by the way, your clip is not reversible, and there is no lanyard hole. Could you fit a lanyard? No. You could not fit a lanyard. Maybe on this barrel spacer. By the way, it is inset liners. So they are, Are they partial liners, KC, or all the way? They are all the way. They are all the way down. So very cool, though. I mean, good construction. Very cool. There you go. So the Dapper Designs Ion Pin, the Frankenworx kind of cool bead here that captures your paracord and you don't have to tie a crazy knot. And the Butterscotch Micarta Maverick in Magna Cut, guys, for $2.99. And that's pretty cool, from Tactile, by the way. So there you go, guys. Tell me what you think down below. Let's see. I'm going to put that back in here. And this right here, and let me know what you guys think down below. Again, sorry this is a longer video, but it was 3 items with a lot to talk about. So I hope you enjoy these videos. And guys, if you do, please let Urban EDC Supply go over to their Instagram or you know, whatever, and just let them know that you appreciate them sending items to Casey over at KnivesFAST to check out. Because, and you know, if you're gonna buy something over there, consider using my link, because that's down in the description, because that'll help them know you guys are watching this stuff as well, and I get to check out some awesome stuff. I mean, that's my favorite part of this. You know, to be honest, my link hasn't been used that many times, but you know, it has recently a little bit more, so consider using it. But in the meantime, I've just gotten to check out some really, really awesome stuff. I told you guys I'm honest. That's what I do. But really cool. Matt, thank you for sending this, guys. Give me a thumbs up. Awkward interruption because I finished the video and forgot to cut any cardboard. So we're going to cut a little bit of cardboard and then wrap this up. I don't even know where I'm going to drop this in, but that's fine. You can see very thin, slicey blade, guys. It is really, really slicey. It's thin, and I like it. So I told you guys I was going to cut, and I couldn't just leave that out of the video. So there is your cutting. Hope you enjoyed that. As a matter of fact, do I have? Yep, I do. So here's that piece of paper. We'll just do a little bit with this as well. Since I hijacked you and made you, you know, stay around for a few seconds here, you can see definitely nice, thin, slicey blade in that Magna Cut. And I bet you this thing would take a mean edge as well. And I just cut all my notes from Matt, so that was great. But very, very cool. You know, thin grind, even though it's not super high on the flat, and you do have a very nice sharpening choil. There you go. That was cool. I cut this piece of paper and you get the Urban EDC logo. All right, Casey, you've gone too long. Wrap it up. All right, guys. So that is a look at the items for the gear drop at Urban EDC Supply on October 5th. Is that right? Yeah, October 25th, 2023 at 3 p.m. Eastern, 12 p.m. Pacific. Check them out. Use my link down below. It helps the channel. And I already said all that, I'm sure. But please give me a comment down below. Let me know what you think of all these items. And guys, some affordable stuff this time as well. So really cool. Like, comment, subscribe, notification bell. Thank you guys all for watching the KnivesFAST channel.